Hello, League.
Hello.
This is a week one review video, preview video. I had a very exciting intro planned, and then I just expected to run right through. And you know what? Usually, when someone starts running through you, someone blocks you. But a lot like life, the Ravens just let them through, and they were unable to do anything to save me. Um, I have the Ravens defense started in 4 leagues this year, and AJ Green has scored 3 touchdowns on them in a very, very short amount of time. I'm not feeling very confident about this
I
week,
am.
but alas, my pity party aside, I am the champion. I better act like one. Um,
And you got married.
and I got married, for those who don't know, which some of you may not. I did get married this weekend, so that was a very exciting thing. But now I feel as though the Ravens defense has ruined my week. So, anywho's it's we're back, week one, here to make fun of each other, shit in your brains, and I don't know, other bad things. We are league news wise. There's no news. We're only 1 week in. No one's thrown a hissy fit about anything yet. I would like to propose a change for next year. We don't allow the Ravens defense to be drafted. I'm kidding. I'm just really fucking salty. But in all honesty, no, I do have one change that I am thinking about doing is how we handle the free agents. Uh, there's a system called FAB. It's free agent
Fa-
acquisition budget.
Fap.
FAB.
Fap.
FAAB.
Fap.
FAB. Fab. Dip Darklighter. Um. Anyways, inside Star Wars jokes aside, Fab is basically a bidding system on free agents. So instead of just having the waiver order run and be randomized, you put in a bid towards a free agent. So, for example, one of the hot free agents was some leagues Brandon Marshall. So, say I wanted Brandon Marshall, and I was like, well, I'll bet $3 of my $100 fab on him. If I bet the highest amount, I get him. But that fab budget is all you have for the entire year. So you have to like kind of balance on it. So I think it's a more interesting way, a more fair way of getting waivers instead of just, well, I don't get him because I'm third on the waiver list and someone else is going to get him on the 1 and 2 spot. So something to look into. I'll probably do a video describing a little bit more about it later. But let's dive right into the first game of the season. Joey is lost. He needs
Hang on
help.
one moment.
He's leaving, so I'll continue to talk because this is recorded and I don't like editing things, so we just do it all in one shot. Um, week one, game one. It's Monday's Night's Watch. That's me versus No Bush More Johnson, who got crushed. Gross. Got crushed like a grape. He has a quarterback now, and he thinks he can wear a hat. Anyways, I really like the way the recap from Yahoo puts it. No Bush, More Johnson fell short of projections and lost to Monday's Night Watch 123-86 route.
You
I
got shit on.
I dumpstered him mainly because Marquise Goodwin just got hurt in like the third play, I think, and disappeared, and Michael Thomas exploded, and Todd Gurley did Todd Gurley things. I'm like, that's all I can really attribute it to. Oh, and that quarterback that you guys let fall to the fucking last round in the draft scored 19 points. Good job, guys.
Baltimore scored you 17.
Oh yeah, ball.
Baltimore scored you 17
That's cool.
points.
When I get to average it compared to the points they're going to score for me this week, it's going to be -12. So
That's 1 week.
I'm pretty upset. I should have started Tyrod Taylor. Anyways, looking at the bench, you probably should have started Jared Cook over Kyle Rudolph. You probably picked up Jared Cook. Actually, I don't know. Point being is, don't draft 2 tight ends, kids. You have to make weird decisions. Oh, whoa! The mute button sneeze. Going in fresh. Click.
I got it.
You
That's why
got
I
it.
got a new mic so I could mute button sneeze.
You can
days.
you can mute button sneeze like that was the objection. Yeah.
Yeah. They're bad.
But other than that, dude, my team is really good, and his team was pretty bad. So
I actually just shit on him. So you know what? Don't
yeah.
worry about it. Like,
You have anything to elaborate? You should start Chris Thompson, you fool.
yeah, that's what I was questioning. Why didn't you start Chris Thompson? You started that. You
Jamal
started
Williams.
a Green Bay running back.
It's no bueno.
Don't. There hasn't been a good one since Ryan Grant, and that was a long time ago. Like a long time ago.
The Amon Green days.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
We'll take it further
Wait,
back.
no, you had. Wait. Oh, wait, no. Cedric Benson was like an old man when you got him. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I didn't even get played. So we'll just go ahead and skip to the next one because
Yeah,
I
let's go on
don't.
Excellent. Yeah, I have nothing to add to that.
We got Broken Romo versus Your Mom's Tats. This game was
Oh.
actually extremely close, like all the way up until I believe the Monday night game. I can't remember, what was it?
Happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was
right.
the Rams.
You didn't start Randall Cobb. You started Mohamed Sanu.
I made a mistake. Yeah, I would have started Cobb. I don't blame you for not starting Mahomes. No one really expected that.
Jared Goff, is serviceable.
Do you want to know a fun fact about AJ Green? Is he has 4 touchdowns already in just this season. In the first game and a half he's played in, he has 4 fucking touchdowns because he has 3 tonight.
Sounds reasonable.
Fuck me. I was like banging the no, don't draft fucking AJ Green drum. That was a bad idea. Yeah, that Sanu thing kind of. Yeah.
I didn't get the start, to be honest. I don't know why you'd start Sanu over Cobb because Cobb's a 1.
Cobb's a 2.
It's Aaron Rodgers. They're all like a 1.
Devontae Adams definitely the.
Yeah, well, that's why I lost because he finally randomly caught a touchdown. Sad times.
It was a great game, by the way.
Yeah, speaking of which, there's no Bears fans in this league anymore, but what the fuck was that game? By the way, why was Aaron Rodgers high as a kite?
It's just how Aaron Rodgers is. Man. You guys all need to get off of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I love Aaron Rodgers. I had him last year. What happened this year? But someone took him in like the 2nd round and then drafted like 3 more quarterbacks after that.
Paul.
So.
Paul.
Yeah, honestly, there's not really much to talk about this game. I don't see starting Sanu over Cobb in any week unless it's like a matchup thing. But that's my only gripe. But you could have started Mahomes also, but who knew Patrick Mahomes would throw 4 touchdowns? So
you're not gonna expect that unless you're really going for like the Hail Mary play, which they did a lot. Let's go. We're gonna bang these ones out quick because I didn't watch many of these games because I was driving back from the wedding, so I don't have a lot of insight to put in on stuff. But we'll go to our third matchup. Is Here's So I Won't Get Fined beating Not Collusion.
Yeah.
This is your game. I'll let you take this one away.
Yeah, so there's 2 players in the middle of my lineup, you see. Between the 2 of them, they got 2.7 points. Not sure why Cameron Brate literally didn't see the ball in a game where it was 48-40. And then, well, I should have known better to start LaShawn McCoy with Nathan Peterman as his quarterback.
You gotta start him.
I had but I went against my gut, and my gut was telling me start Skittles because he's gonna get at least 1 touchdown. He got a touchdown. So
carrying like 14 dudes in the end zone. I think
yeah,
beautiful.
That's what he does.
You also went up against Tyreek Hill. And
yeah.
That's
by
unfortunate.
the way, why did he just? I didn't even know I was going up against him. I just found out afterwards. By the way, one bright side of this week. Y'all shit on me for Phillip Rivers. Can you see the 29 points that he put up there and just tell me how bad he is
I
again?
see that 010 next to your name though.
Yeah, but Phillip Rivers.
I guess, but Tyreek Hill.
Phillip Rivers.
He literally had Tyreek Hill and Mike Evans, like two of the highest scoring
Yeah,
wide
it's
receivers
it's
besides
just bad
Thomas.
luck. It's bad luck. Ryan Fitzpatrick literally put up Fitzmagic, all right, and there's nothing I could do about it.
It's the
Because
one game of
Mick
the season.
Anus and my Denver defense, they showed up. By the way, we won. We won. That's all that matters is that they won. I'll lose $50 every day if I win a Super Bowl. Let me tell you.
Every day.
Anyways,
That's a lot of money.
It is
$50
Actually,
every day.
I take that back. That's
Yeah, that's
work. That's me working. Like,
that-
let's not do that.
that's actually like an extreme amount of
I'll
money.
just quit my job at that point. So
Okay.
that's-
Fair
But
enough.
yeah, no. Other than that, yeah, all I could have done was start Marshawn, but I'm not. No one in their right mind is gonna bench Shady McCoy, regardless of who their quarterback is. So
There's volume to be had.
exactly, especially with no quarterback. Good thing is this week Josh Allen is starting, so praise Jesus. There actually might be a chance for him to get out of the backfield because at least Josh Allen can throw the ball further than 5 feet. So there's that.
We'll see. Offensive line still doesn't exist in Buffalo, but I'm with
Yeah.
you. I have Shady in one of my other leagues, so
Yeah. My only concern, and I don't know if it's a super concern, is DeAndre Hopkins is questionable right now.
that'll be fine.
Not sure
We'll move into those later.
Oh, it's his foot. That's right. All right, we won't talk about that. It's fine.
Next matchup is going to be Putting on the Fits versus Victoria's Secret. Way to go, Trace. You didn't beat Chris. All I ask of you people is to beat Chris. That's all I ask. And
I mean,
no one ever does it.
Kamara tried his damnedest to
I
carry.
know. That's a disgusting amount of points. But he picked up James Garner. I thought about it so bad right before, right as it got announced that he was missing the Wednesday practice. I was like, I should pick up James Conner. I really should, and just put him on my bench just so no one else can have him.
The boy survived cancer and proved himself in the NFL this week. So kudos. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, James Conner's had the shittiest road to the NFL, but has made the most of it. Boy survived cancer, became like fucking Pac-12 Player of the Year, some shit, and then like all sorts of nonsense.
And he's got a weird mullet.
He's got a weird mullet. It's very strange.
Weird.
But it got him 31 points. So mullets away.
That's crazy. Is he could have started Adrian Peterson over Dalvin Cook or Devonta Freeman? Because that's man. Chris could have scored a lot of fucking points. Emmanuel Sanders on the bench. There was a lot of points on the bench in this matchup.
Oh, you didn't start a man. Oh,
Marvin Jones Jr. Oh, at the
Yeah,
Jets. No one thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah, but I would have benched Marvin Jones for Emmanuel.
The Chargers defense falling apart. No one was really expecting that to happen either.
Him and I were talking about this in the car. I'm not sure why he started Derrick Henry versus Miami. I would have started what the fuck his name? Deion, thank you. Yeah, I would have started Deion over Derrick Henry.
Yeah, there's not much else.
There's not much to say. Like you didn't have bad picks, but they're not picks that I would have chose. But hey, that's whatever. It's fantasy football.
It is what it is. Everyone beat Chris for fuck's sakes. Final matchup from last week. The highest point total of the week goes to Hooked on a Thielen with 140. And he didn't really have anyone that like balled out besides Drew Brees. Like Julio played good. Melvin Gordon did good. Like none of those are like 40-point things. He just had like 4 players hit fucking 23.
Not true, Greg the Leg.
It's just disgusting. It's just absolutely disgusting. That's RB1 numbers.
Greg the Leg has Greg the Leg. Wait a minute.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. You should change your name to 2 Gregs, 1 win.
2 Gregs, 1 leg.
1 leg.
1 leg, 2 Gregs.
1 leg, 2 Gregs. What about old Greg's two legs?
Old Greg's with old Greg's 2 legs. That's pretty good.
I like that one.
I'm happy to see Paul lose, but I'm not happy to see Greg put up 140.
You know what though? His fucking keeper defense. What the fuck? They actually shit on Jimmy G. Like they
That
actually
doesn't
dumpster fired
that
his
doesn't
ass.
that doesn't surprise me one bit.
Uh, yeah, I mean, you guys aren't. Oh no, and you're not gonna start anyone on your bench. Yeah, no,
No,
you guys.
both of them were optimal lineups. Good
Yeah,
job not starting Amari. Doesn't exist, Cooper.
I. John Gruden, aren't you supposed to be a quarterback guru or something? Because
No,
Derek Carr looked bad. That
no.
line looks bad. It all looked bad.
All right, let's go to this week's matchups where we can look at Max already having -1 points. Yay to our matchup, Joey.
Overview. How do I
Ready?
look at it again?
Just
Oh,
click
wait.
matchups.
I found it. Joe Mixon, just keep on keeping it on, brother.
-1.
I need some points out of him.
I need some points out of my defense.
That's fine. Actually, no, it's not. Keep going negative.
Well,
I mean, as long as Hopkins' foot is healthy, I'm fine. I made a swift dive to the waiver wire and got me a Indianapolis tight end because they're notorious for getting random points from their quarterbacks.
since tight ends is I also went to the waiver wire this week for a tight end, but
Mr.
from
Kittle.
Mr. George Kittle.
George Kittle. He's got Kittle, right? But I also did. I'm making a bold one here,
I have
and
San Francisco players.
that's bold. I went and grabbed, and I almost drafted him, but I wasn't sure how good he actually would be, and then he proved me right, which was my own team, their little rookie running back, little Philip Lindsay. Definitely showed up week one, and I'm curious to see how he will be the rest of this week or season. So he's riding the bench right now, but
Yeah,
if
he's a pass catching running back. It might do something for you.
well, and I mean he started over Royce Freeman. I'm surprised he out carried him, out carried Booker. So I think he fits the good old Case Keenum offense style very well.
Not being good at football.
That is a fact, but you know what? He won the game, so I'll take it.
Yep. I don't have much to say about this matchup. It really is gonna go down to if my running
Oh
backs
wait,
show up.
you benched Luck for Taylor?
Yep.
Bold move, Cotton. I respect it. That's all. That's all I have to say.
Did you see Norland's defense last week?
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
week one. It's
Yeah.
New Orleans.
It
Week one,
did.
New Orleans is always bad.
So week 2 is gonna be just as bad.
Trace can confirm. No, week two usually they bounce back.
Tyrod Taylor is about to just walk all over New Orleans.
Tyrod Taylor is warming a nice seat for Mr. Baker Mayfield, and
when that happens, I will switch to
nonsense.
Andrew Luck. Next matchup is Broken Romo versus Hooked on a Thielen. Wow, this game is already kind of out of hand.
Oh, he's got AJ Green. Hey, Greg, he has AJ Green.
Who has 3 touchdowns in the
You
first
remember when you used
quarter.
to have AJ Green? That was cool. Just saying. Could have kept him.
Wow. It's kind of hard to do analysis once the games already start. But
Not really.
Alex Collins got a touchdown vultured from him already, so that's unfortunate. But Tyler Eifert sucks. Eifert because he farts because he sucks.
I shits because I farts.
He sucks. Don't draft tight ends early.
Can't say that because there's like two that are like godlike, but
yeah. Can all my Delaney Walker owners please stand up? Oh wait, you can't because their knees are shattered into tiny pieces. Who was the other tight end that got killed week 1? I think 3 died, right? 3 tight ends just fell off the face of the planet. Oh, Greg Olson, his foot shattered into a bunch of tiny pieces. That was an early draft pick. Just one more. I'm forgetting his name, but anywho's it's.
Wait, Cincinnati's in the red zone. Joe
I
makes a
know.
touchdown. Joe makes a touchdown.
I don't feel good about it.
Or did AJ Green to score another one? No, okay, it hasn't changed yet. We're fine.
Cincinnati committed a 30-yard penalty, pass interference. That doesn't seem right. Someone messed that
AJ
up.
Green's fighting someone again.
Something like that.
Same thing with this one though. I mean,
Baltimore's in the red zone. Yeah. I guess that was a Yahoo glitch. With the 23 points from AJ Green, I kind of have to lean to Broken Romo to win this one.
well, no, not technically, because if Eifert literally does nothing, that 23 points essentially is null, and he just had a normal game.
Yeah.
So.
God. Greg's
Yeah,
team.
don't actually.
Greg's
Why
team
do
is
you
actually
have
really
two
good.
people in the same offense and wide receivers nonetheless?
I don't
You
have a
demonstrate yourself.
problem with any of the starts or sits.
No, actually, I agree with all of them except I might not start Amari Cooper. I'd rather start Robbie Anderson again versus Miami.
Yeah, you're right. That does look better.
So, Greg, buddy, two Gregs, one legs, whatever you want to call yourself now. Patton, by the way, you can't use that. I would start Anderson over Mr.
This
Cooper.
is the only game that is being played between two people with wins.
Feels bad, man.
Interesting. Okay, so the next matchup is Here So I Won't Get Fined versus Your Mom's Tats.
Yes. These two.
Let's see. There's bound
That
Leonard.
picture's great every time I see it.
I would maybe.
So in Ryan's defense, the fact that he still beat the shit out of me without Le'Veon Bell is impressive.
Yeah.
He has a very good team. I think it's very underrated. I would say you might want to get another quarterback. Oh, wait, you have Alex Smith. You asked me. He asked me earlier for his other league if you'd start Alex Smith or Tom Brady, and I said Tom Brady. But I think in this case, I'd be starting Alex Smith.
Oh no, I'm starting. I would start Big Ben at Casey all day long, or versus Casey at home, because they're not in Arrowhead.
Okay.
Yeah.
At home, he's a monster. Yeah.
I would, if I was Steve, I would probably swap out my defense to not Kansas City's defense because they're actual trash. I would probably put in Leonard Fournette in the flex, and I would move Randall Cobb to wide receiver. But that is if Leonard Fournette plays. It's up in the air. That's about all I got on this one. I don't see anything too crazy one way or another.
Oh, you have Brandon Marshall now. Brian's wideouts are actually gross.
Yeah, I wouldn't start him over any of those guys though.
Yeah, neither.
All right. Next match, putting on the Fitz versus No Bush, Amor Johnson, please. Justin Tucker's got 1 point because you know what? The Ravens suck.
Fact. That's fact.
It is.
Can confirm. It's fact.
Makes me want to die on the inside.
Mm.
Touchdown Ravens. Joe Flacco has passed the ball to an M. Andrews for a 1-yard touchdown.
Probably some random ass tight end.
Oh no, and all of the Alex Collins owners scream out in agony. Dude, Buck Allen got a touchdown run too at the 1-yard line. They're really not even giving it to Alex Collins. Anyways,
Sorry, Greg.
football stuff aside here. Ooh, 2 points for Justin Tucker. Look at that active scoreboard kick in. You saw it live here. Anyways, let's take a look here. I got distracted by shiny lights on my other monitor.
I would start. Kenny. Would you start Kenny Stills over Marquise Goodwin?
I'm not sure if Marquise Goodwin was even going to play. So, I mean, that's going to be a last minute check.
Yeah.
I would maybe I don't know. Do you trust Crowder over? I don't know. He's got all these B tier wide receivers, and they make me nervous.
Yeah.
Definitely need to keep Chris Thompson in your flex, though. There's no doubt about that.
He's gonna get the ball regardless. Yeah, I don't. There's nothing really you can change. I mean, you have Josh Gordon. I might be. I would start Josh Gordon over Golden Tate.
Probably what I would end up doing is moving Connor to my RB2, benching Freeman, and putting Gordon in my flex.
But is that being too cute with it? You know what I'm saying?
Carolina's defensive line's pretty good at football.
Yeah.
But
He also
I
has
don't know.
AP too. Chris will probably tinker with it. Knowing him, he'll probably change it.
Yeah, we'll see his bitch ass on Sunday. All right. Sorry about that. Next matchup is going to be Roger Rogers. By the way, I love the name change. I appreciate it. And Victoria's Secret. It's halftime now. Wait. Maybe Harbaugh will fucking tear into the Ravens defenses and nooses, and they'll just start sacking kids.
Putting their nuts on people.
Sacking people with their sacks. All right, let's take a look here. You're gonna start Rogers unless he gets hurt. Unless he stays hurt. Brady at Jacksonville, scary. Odell beats Diggs. Demarius Thomas it's going to be Fitzgerald. They're at LA. Royce Freeman makes me uneasy. That backfield's a timeshare. Dude, they have Alvin Kamara fucking estimated at 21 points.
He ain't gotta share the ball with anyone.
Yes, man, that's insanity. Cleveland's run defense.
Paul, you don't have running backs, Jesus.
He really doesn't. He really doesn't. It's because he spent 3 early round draft picks on a tight end and 2 quarterbacks. He stole my Odell from me. I'm a little sad about that. I don't see anything. I would.
Trace made all the moves I would have made, so.
This double tight end bullshit is disgusting. I don't know. Demarius Thomas at Oakland. Oakland's defense sucks. You gotta do that. Yeah, man, I'm not seeing much. I was thinking about picking up Geronimo too. A lot of these waiver wire moves must have gone in like today because I didn't see a lot of these on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not. If Aaron Rodgers starts and Devontae Adams is out, you have to start Geronimo Allison over Fitzgerald, I think. But
wait, is Allison? Where?
Geronimo Allison down there on the bottom. His bench.
Paul's bench, right? Oh no.
Trace's
Yep.
bench.
All right, my bad. Yep, I found it.
But so my picks to win are hooked on a Thielen. Here's so I won't get fined. Putting on the Fitz, and then for this last one, fuck man, this one's actually really close. If Aaron Rodgers plays, Paul's team will win. But if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, Trace's team will win. That's my thought on that matchup.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. We will finish this with the last piece here, which is the free agent moves, which is under league and transactions. If you're following along at home.
I liked it.
We'll start on the September 12th. Basically, some miscellaneous shit happened. I dropped DD and picked up Alfred Morris just to piss off Chris. He dropped Jarrett McKinnon and picked up Adrian Peterson. Steve had to drop his kicker that isn't playing it with anyone. He picked up a kicker. David Njoku got dropped for James Conner. Nothing wrong with that. Dan Bailey, he doesn't have a job, got picked up for another kicker. Rojo the second got dropped. Tyrell Williams got dropped, and Michael Wallace got dropped. Let's see. Trace then picked up Peyton Barber, which is a very good pickup. Let's see. Kristen Kirk got dropped because he's not the number 2, and it looks like he went and got Alex Smith for it. That's not bad. I dropped ASJ because apparently he cannot escape his touchdown luck. Apparently, he had another one called back.
Yep.
Sunday, so
Yep.
I decided to distance myself from my love-hate relationship with ASJ, and I'm all aboard the Kittle train. You dropped Charles Clay. He got hurt too, right? Or he just didn't do anything. I can't remember.
He got slightly hurt, and then Nathan Peterman happened. I didn't start him, but Cameron Braid didn't do shit either, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, so you grabbed Braun. He got a touchdown pass. It's not bad.
Luck was looking his way the entire preseason. Also, I just was like kind of like iffy about it, but he's sticking with it. So give it a shot.
Trace dropped Marquise Lee, who was on the IR for Danny. I mean, that's whatever.
It's a lateral move.
I think you could have done better, but that's just me. Joey, you dropped your boy Case Keenum and picked yourself up some Philip Lindsay. I don't know how to feel about Philip Lindsay yet. I don't think he's the real deal.
My thing is, who's actually going to take Case Keenum besides like me? So even if Philip Lindsay's sitting on my bench and he decides to go off again, well, at least he's sitting on my bench, not going against me. So
yeah, there's Delaney Walker on the IR getting dropped for Geronimo Allison. Let's see what else. A Nick Chubb drop. Yeah, Nick Chubb is not going to be nowhere. Eli Manning. Interesting. Roger Rogers dropped Sony Michelle for Quincy Enunwa. I like that pickup a lot, actually. He got targeted like 16 or 14 times last Sunday. That's nice. The Kenny Still pickup I like. Dante Pettis I like. Really hitting those options. Having Dante Pettis on your team, because I believe he's got Marquise too. Yeah, so if Marquise doesn't play, you plug in Dante Pettis, you're going to be fine. Arizona defense got dropped for Chicago's defense. I was surprised Chicago's defense didn't go in the first round of waivers. Wow. That's interesting. Jeremy Hill, IR drop for Brandon Marshall. That's cool. But then Carson Wentz being dropped for the New York Jets defense. Interesting.
yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out.
I guess if you're gonna, you got Rodgers, so like you're not hurting for dropping Wentz, but that's iffy at best.
Huh?
I mean, I don't get that decision very much, but
I just don't think the Jets D's that good. I mean, it's Todd Bowles' defense, but still.
yeah, it's -1. All right. Well, in closing, as you guys
Great
can
week
see,
one.
my waiver ad that will go through tomorrow, which is me dropping Alfred Morris and picking up Sony Michelle. Let's see. Yeah, that's it for this week, guys. Bad luck to all of you and everyone. Curse the Baltimore Ravens defense with me, and like I said, if you guys are interested, I really, really want to move to that free agent budget stuff next year because I think it's gonna be really cool and adds a whole new mini game to the game. Another thing to add, Ryan, you still owe me money. Marcus, you still owe me money.
Wait, he didn't pay you at the wedding?
No, he didn't pay me at the wedding. So
Sack of shit.
you two are on notice for that. I don't think either of you will watch this all the way to the end, but or watch it at all, maybe. But you dickheads owe me money. And on that note, we'll end. Have an excellent, shitty week, too, everyone.